And good evening, everybody, and welcome to Women Crushing It Wednesday. I'm your girl, Christine Lopez, in the ring with Christine. I got my girls tonight. Wrong way.
Like, wait, which way? What's up, everyone? It's me, Esme. I'm Fotógrafa de la Gente on Women Crushing It Wednesday.
Hey, and then, okay, this is right.
Yeah. Hi, everybody. It's Nika. Knockout with Nika. It's Wednesday. Thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely. We're going to have a hot show. Like I said, a fire show. There's so many things going on in the boxing world, and we have a great guest coming on later on. But first, I want to say congratulations to Regis. He did a great job. He really did against Cepeda. I've known Regis for a while in the amateurs and stuff. Two of my sons actually fought him in the amateurs, and he's freaking strong as shit. He may not be the prettiest, but he can box and he can punch. What did y'all think about his performance that night? Last weekend?
Cepeda's?
Regis.
Or Regis. Okay.
Yeah, Regis. I mean, Regis looked good. Cepeda looked good too. Regis, but Regis.
He looked better.
On the violent side, like he was really just more aggressive and more like, trying to get the job extremely well done.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Nika, what did you think? What did you think about his performance? How did Regis look to you?
I thought that was a good fight until
until it was over.
Yeah, until it was over. Yeah. So
what was that 11th round stoppage?
Yeah, he looked good. I didn't think that it was gonna go any other way, to be honest. I felt like Cepeda held his own until we just kind of took over.
Until he couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
But there's could have been a lot of. I've heard some things, but I don't want to make excuses for him. I heard that he has some like rib injuries, and then he did have a car accident before the fight as well.
Yes.
So I don't know how much his pain his body was in, and
honestly,
the things that we could factor in it, but yeah.
Props to him, because you know what? I saw that he had a car accident. Props to him. He still got in the ring. He could have said, you know what? I'm not going to be 100%. And maybe he wasn't 100%. But then again, when you choose to get into the ring, even if you're not 100%, like, it's like, there's no excuses.
You can't use the excuse because you made the decision to fight.
Yeah.
So.
Exactly. You can't. So, but you know what? It was a fire. It was great. Like, I thought that the performance between both of them was great. It was exciting. Those are the kind of fights and the matchups we want to see. So applause to both of them. But you know what? I'm so glad that Regis is back on top, because he's been on the shelf. He hasn't fought in a long time. I was at the two fights that he had in his hometown when they were having the Muhammad Ali tournament, and they were great. He did good. He lost to Josh Taylor, and I know he wants him back. I saw the interview right after. He's like, he's first on his list, and I don't know. I mean, Esme, how do you think he'll do with the rematch with Josh Taylor?
After
we have our guest. Sorry, go ahead, but say what you're gonna say.
I lost it. Sorry.
That's my fault.
No,
That's me. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. So we have Charlie on here, so we're gonna get him on, and then we'll go back to that. Charlie,
What's
how
going
are
on?
you? Charlie,
hey, how you doing?
I'm representing tonight.
Nice.
Yes. Congratulations on your win. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing good.
That's great. Okay, so so I have to remember where I'm pointing. So I have Esme over here, and I have Nika here, and we've got some questions. We've got some congratulations, all that good stuff. So let me tell you, every single time that I see you fight, it's like a step up. Like, you look better and better and better. So congrats to that.
Thank you. I appreciate
applause to you. Esme, Nika, what did y'all think about Charlie's performance?
He did pretty good. you know, I don't have anything bad to say. And then I started scheming, like lurking your Instagram page, and I saw
Mhm.
you really do like put in some hard work in there
Yeah, for
with your
sure.
strength and conditioning. Like it's like on another level. So, you know, did you just like how long have you been using the strength and conditioning coach? Because a lot of fighters don't do that. They think they have a routine down, they could do it themselves.
I mean, I've been doing it for a long time, probably since I was like 15 or 16. But really, like, just probably when I started with Team USA, where we'd do it like every day. And then once I turned pro, I started doing it every day, working with Mike Basil.
He's great. Mike Basil's great.
Yeah, like you can see in those videos, we're doing like some crazy stuff. So he's getting me in the best shape possible.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because I was like, well, this is like next level strength and conditioning. So I was like, you know, it definitely pays off in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it definitely
sure.
did.
Your insights into like all your strength and conditioning, especially the one with those tripping me out was the one arm balancing.
Yeah.
But all that shows ring, like you really like what you're doing out there is what your videos and your pictures, it's what's showing in the ring, like the mechanisms. It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
It is. And you know what? So for people, so yes, he was on Team USA. He was fabulous. He was such a hard worker. Like from day one, the first time that he was ever in camp, I was like, whoa, this kid is special. He listens, he works hard. Anything he's asked, he did. I was a fan immediately and such a joy, didn't argue, didn't complain, nothing. So that was like a plus two. But the transition from the amateurs to the pros, what have you had to tweak or what have you had to do to change or to add to what you did when you were an amateur?
In the amateurs, I felt like I was like a lot bouncier. So I felt like I need to sit on my punches better and go to the body more. And yeah, I feel like in the pros now I could take my time more. I mean, the 4-rounders, they're still pretty high pace, but now I'm moving up to 6-rounders. So now I feel like I could take my time more, really place my shots and really break somebody down.
Nice. Very nice. So as far as the amateurs to the pros, as far as the anxiety or the nervousness or whatever, has it calmed down or is it the same level?
Nah, I feel like it's still the same as far as that. It's at the end of the day, it's still like a fight. You're still going in the ring and fighting. So it's still the same nerves and all that. It's probably just a little more pressure now in the pros because you can't lose. Like you don't want to mess up anything you got going for yourself. But I went into my fights in the amateurs like that too. Like I never want to lose. So it's still kind of the same mindset mentality.
That's good. Yeah, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Nika, what do you want to ask him and what's been on your mind about Charlie? Because besides the strength and conditioning, but he looked good the other night.
Yeah, so mine was like more of a fun question because like I said, I was going through your Instagram and I saw that like when you knocked this dude out, you did like a little TikTok dance. Mm-hmm. So my question to you is
TikTok dance, okay.
Yeah. So my question to you is who in boxing do you think, like give me 3 names you think are good dancers and who you would beat in a battle dance?
Oh my gosh, 3 names? Damn.
I mean, I wouldn't say I could beat anybody in a dance. So you don't... I'm not good at dancing, but I mean,
you look comfortable doing it. I was like,
yeah. I don't know. I just like I watch like a lot of sports. You know, I've seen the NFL when people get a touchdown, they start doing like a celebration, and I know Teofimo he does his celebrations too. So it's just something. And then I remember the first time I did it in that camp, me and Xander's eyes, we were training together and we were talking about like, what if we knock someone out? What we do? And then we brought up the gritty, and I didn't know how to do it, so he had to teach me. And
He taught you the dance before.
Yeah, I ended up getting the knockout, and then I remember the ref stopped, and I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just do it. And then it blew up on social media.
Yeah.
It's so funny because Charlie, like, he's really, like, in camp when he was with us, he's very quiet. I don't want to say he's shy, but he's kind of more reserved. So when I see this other side of him, I'm just like, hell yeah, like, bravo. I love it because it adds so much, to you and your personality and the win. It's like people get really excited and they want to see that other side of you. So bravo. Like, I mean, I think it's fabulous. He was a little quieter in camp, but
yeah, that's how he looked like a comfortable dancer like that. So you seem like a natural. So Xander did a good job.
Yeah. Xander's not quiet.
No, he's Puerto Rican. We love to dance. So
he's the one to teach.
Yeah, he could dance.
Yeah, he can dance. Esme, what did you have for him?
So to know, in your ideal fight against your ideal opponent that you would want to fight next or in the future, what would be your ring walk song, or who would you want performing your ring walk song, and who's the fighter?
Ooh.
Stumped you
on the spot.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure. I usually pick like a ring walk song from what like gets me pumped up in camp, but like a dream fight for mine would probably be like somewhere in the Bay Area, and then I'd probably have one of the Bay Area rappers walk me out.
Like some hyphy shit.
I like it. Okay, I like that. That's good. That's really good. I like that because you want to keep. Well, not always, but a lot of people, maybe they don't like go back to their roots or go back to whatever. But I like whenever people want to like lift up, the people that have come up with them or in their area or whatever. So I like that. I think that's fabulous.
Everybody.
Yeah, that's good. So Charlie, if there's one thing that you want people to know about you, what would that be?
I mean, I want everyone to know, I want everyone to see my skills. I feel like now that I'm going to start doing 6 rounds, that I have like a more opportunity to show like I have real skills in this sport, and I could be one of the next top guys for Top Rank.
Absolutely. No, I agree with that. You know who I'm talking about, and I'm going to let you, finish my sentences. But, there was one person that I would talk to on a regular, while you were on Team USA, and it was saying, this kid is special. And I'm like, yes, this kid is special. This kid is going to do this. And I was like, yes, he is. He's fabulous. Somebody that really, really believed in you. And they had, honestly, it was like, they believed in you because of your pure natural skill. And they had nothing at the time, per se, invested. Do you know who I'm talking about?
You talking about Peter?
Yes, Peter Kahn. Yes, absolutely. He would be on the horn, as they say, with me very often, and I'm like, you don't have to sell me. Like, he's great, but he believed in you so much, and he wanted
Peter's
you to be the best that you could be. He's amazing. He's amazing. What is that relationship that you have with Peter?
It's great. Like, he, even before like the Olympic team and all that, I think he found me from Mike Basil, and immediately he had me and my coach come out, and he brought us into camp with Xander, George Kambosos, Amir Iman, and I got to work around those guys, and he got to see me train and spar, and immediately after that we pretty much started working together. And he always told me, like, just let him handle the business side. All he wants me to do is work hard and win my fights, and that's what I've been doing. And he's shown me every time that he's gonna come through.
Absolutely. And that's how it's supposed to be. I mean, you have a job, you do your job. They have a job, they do their job. Everybody has their job. And whenever everybody can focus on that because they have that trust and that bond, it's a perfect symphony. So I love that. And I'm a big fan of Peter. You know that. He knows that. I think he's one of the best in the business, if not the best. Sorry, guys. Sorry, not sorry. Yeah, I admire him very much, and I consider him a friend. So I was so impressed by the fact that he would call me and talk to me about you and really make sure that you were okay. You know, so that meant a lot for sure. Nika, you have anything?
No, I think those are all my questions for him for right now.
Anybody in the chat have anything? Esme, you have anything?
Somebody wants to know why he looks like a bodybuilder in the chat. Somebody asked that in the chat.
That's strength and conditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. Basil strength.
I think also asked if you've sparred with. I think they asked if you
Shakur and Tank.
Shakur and Tank.
No, I never sparred with either of them. I almost got to spar with Shakur. He invited me to his camp when he was fighting Valdez, but I was supposed to be on that card too, and so I was already in my own camp getting ready, so it didn't work out. And then Tank, he was in Florida one time when I was out there, but they had me sparring with Broner instead.
Okay, speaking of Broner, so we saw his story, and he was talking about BLK Prime, and I guess making a comeback soon. Whenever you sparred Broner, how was that?
Broner was really good. Like that was a really good experience for me. Like just like seeing him in the gym and watching him spar. It's like way different from what you see on TV. Like he likes to put on a show for sure, but when he's in the gym, he's really all business.
I like that because I always admired him in the amateurs way back. I mean, I always thought he was so talented, and he is so talented.
Yeah.
And sometimes people get caught up, and but with his announcement, I'm happy for him. It's like, whatever, if this is what you want to do, then do it, and why not get another chance? So I'm definitely rooting for him. I really am. So out of everybody that you've ever sparred, who do you think gave you the best work?
I'd probably go back on the Olympic team with Shushu, Bruce Carrington.
Yes. Yeah.
He's probably still the fastest guy I've ever sparred.
Yeah, Shushu's very fast. He really is. He's a good kid too. I love watching all of you like coming up and doing your thing. It makes me so happy. Somebody asked, who do you have, Chocolatito or Estrada on the third fight
this weekend?
I'll go Chocolatito.
Chocolatito.
I thought he won the last fight.
Yeah. I think we're like unanimous here, right, ladies? We're unanimous.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We're
no debate there.
I'm Team Gallo. I'm with Estrada.
Oh, okay. Esme said no, she's not unanimous.
Oh no. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. All right. It's okay.
I tend to believe if I've met them personally, if I've interacted with them, so I always give my loyalty to the ones I've actually,
for sure,
come across with and interact with. So
no, you're right. I'm the same way. It's like, no, I know him. No, he's gonna win. No, I get it. I totally get it.
Something, but I'm like, no, my loyalty is Estrada.
Sure. And good thing I don't know either one, so I'm just like sitting back and like, okay, this is who I pick. But so Riding Yogi says, is Charlie still with Coach Rios?
Yes, I am. Coach Miguel, he's pretty much like my dad, so he's always gonna be with me.
That's awesome.
Good.
That's awesome. I love that. Jesus says, you think Top Rank will be back in NorCal? He's not He's not part of the promotion.
I hope so.
Yeah, he hopes so, but he's he's not making those decisions.
Mm-hmm.
He's just fighting, you know, when he needs to fight. But good question. Good freaking question.
Wait, Charlie, since you're with Top Rank, have you I'm guessing you know Mikey and Hector.
Yeah.
They're such great guys. I love they're such
for sure. Everybody on that in that stable is really cool.
Always
Like,
I
yeah.
Top
For
Rank's
sure.
Good
Absolutely. Before I ask my last question, ladies, do y'all have any other questions? Chat, do y'all have any other questions?
I'm curious because you fight the 4 rounds. Like, what's your sparring? How many rounds do you do like throughout your sparring?
I usually start my camp sparring a lot of rounds, and then we usually stay around like 6, and then my last couple sessions will be 4 rounds, just getting ready for that fight pace.
Yeah, that's good. That's how you do it. That's good. That's really good. Nika, you have anything else?
No, I think we got everything. Well, who? What's the plan moving forward? Who's? Do you know who you're gonna fight next, or?
No, I'm not sure as far as opponents, but I know I'll be fighting early next year.
Okay, first quarter. Yeah.
Well, I have 3 questions, but they're easy.
Mhm.
So, first question, what is your short-term goal going forward? The short term.
My short term is probably just keep getting better, getting ready for my next fight, win each fight as each step goes.
Okay. That's a good one. That's my goal too. My goal is to be able to get out of bed and keep moving every morning. Okay,
that's
and
right.
then now, and I want to know your long-term goal. What's that long-term goal that you just like dream about?
Becoming a world champion.
For sure.
That's my main goal. It's been my dream since I was a kid, since I started boxing. So
What do you have as a timeline for that? How long do you think are you giving yourself to achieve that?
Probably like 3 years. 3 years from now.
That's a good time.
That's feasible. Yeah. That's about right. That's good. That's good. And you are, you know what? And you are getting better every time. Every time I see you in the ring, you know, I'm just like, wow. Okay. Yes, I see it. I see it. It's beautiful. And you're going to get there. You're definitely going to get there to be a world champion. My last question is, let me see. If you could have one world champion, dead or alive, doesn't matter, in the audience, whenever you fight for a world championship, who would it be?
Probably Manny Pacquiao.
Okay, that's a good one.
Yeah.
That's a really good one. What do you admire about Manny?
I mean, he was just like, him and Floyd were just like, when I was growing up in boxing, every time they fought, it was just like a big like party for it. Like, and I'm half Filipino, so I always rooted for Pacquiao, and just I don't know, just like, it's just crazy, like feeling like, looking back at it, how everyone would get together to watch the Pacquiao fights and all that. So to have him there for my fight, because I would always be watching his fights, would be an awesome feeling.
That would be a moment.
Yeah, I've been to a Filipino party whenever he's fighting, and let me tell you, the food and the drinks and the excitement, the energy. Yeah, I like that one too. like a Mexican party, really the same. It's the same. So someone asked the question, have you ever sparred Emiliano Vargas?
No, I haven't.
Okay.
That's
good. You know what? I appreciate you so much for taking your time out. I really do. Charlie, I've been wanting to have you on for a long time. I want you to tell everybody where they can find you, all your social media handles and all that good stuff.
You can find me on Instagram at _Charlantis, and then on Twitter, Charlantis23.
And if you have to do some shout outs to some of those top people, who are they going to be? Don't leave anybody out.
I mean, I'll just shout out my team, my coach Miguel, Coach Bruno, Mike Basil, my manager Peter Kahn, my other team out in Florida with Coach JC and Xander. Xander's got a fight coming up, so best of luck to him.
For sure.
I need to see how far that gym is from me because I'm in Miami.
Oh, good, yeah.
Yeah, try to stop by a gym once a month.
You have to. Why not? Yeah. And Charlie, where are you? Where's your home?
My home's Brisbane, California. It's right next to San Francisco.
Nice. That's awesome. So you're by Juju and Johnny?
No, I'm on the northern side.
Okay.
Their side.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That's awesome. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for coming on.
Thanks for having me.
Have a great night. And
Thanks
hopefully
for coming
we'll
on.
have you on again.
All right. Thank you.
Okay.
Have a good night.
Bye.
I finally got my computer going.
That was good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
How old is he?
Oh, he's young. I want to say he might be 23. Ooh, 23. He's
oh
young.
He's so young.
He's so young. Yeah. And it's so funny because like I was saying, like in camp, he was like so quiet. He didn't talk. He would just, you say, hey, Charlie, do this. He just, and do it.
He seems, like, it's so very weird because he seems so timid right now. But when I was watching the videos on his page, that's why I was like, he seemed like a dancer. I thought he was
exactly.
He wasn't that shy, but so it's funny to see how he is on social media. And
this is the most I've ever heard him talk. Like
really? Oh, okay.
Seriously. So I'm just like, So I was like, okay, let's go. Let's pull it out of there. But I didn't have to. Like we didn't have to. He did the thing. He did the thing. And before Charlie came on, so we were talking about hello.
I think you asked me like how would Regis do in the rematch against Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor.
Yes,
yeah.
Yes. What do you think about that? What do you think he would do in the rematch with Josh Taylor?
I think there was MJ and Johnny were talking on the chat. Honestly, it really Taylor would just need a lot of improvement in his next fight. Like he's just got to show something like that. He's either growing or learning from his mistakes, because if it doesn't, then there's no way he's going to get stopped by Regis, I think.
Okay. All right. What do you think? What do you think, Nika?
I think Regis will beat Josh Taylor. I feel like he's done a lot of improvement in the last couple of fights. Like he's made some changes as well. Like he has a nutritionist and stuff like that. So now he's probably losing weight the healthy way, and and the fight between him and Josh Taylor in the first fight, it was very, very close, and it was like a brutal fight. Like they both came out looking like they went through a crazy war. So I see like improvement in his fighting, but I don't see the improvement in Josh Taylor's. Like, I feel like the fight against Catterall, like is very suspect. So gonna go with Regis on that one.
That too. That was a very close one. But honestly, like I love Josh Taylor. I think he's so talented. But whenever he beat Ramirez, I was just like, wow. Okay, I put him on a whole different level, So now to me, it's like, I don't want to say, is he petering out or is he like hit this plateau because of his last, fights. So I would be very curious to see, like right now I'm on the fence. Like I'm on the fence 50-50. Am I going to see the Josh Taylor that beat Ramirez? Or am I going to see the Josh Taylor that fought Catterall?
See, this is a good, like on the screen. You just took it out.
We're here.
He said, if they were to fight tomorrow, I'm picking Regis, but we got to see how Taylor looks against Catterall. So I think this is a better question. Rematch, question better fit after he fights Catterall. See what he's looking like. Like which one we're gonna get against Regis.
That's a good one. I'm pretty much the same. Like that's what I feel too, because like I said, I didn't think he would beat Ramirez, even though I was a big fan and I thought he was badass. And I was there whenever he beat Regis. But now I was like, So that's good. Writing Yogi says Taylor's flaws were shown in that Catterall fight.
But I feel like he wasn't his greatest that night.
His best.
Either.
You don't think he was his best?
No,
like
Ramirez, I agree.
Like, he was not saying that it would have changed anything, but I feel like he would have looked even better. Taylor would have, you know, if Ramirez would fought the way he usually does.
Yeah, you know, so whenever so we did the interview with Ramirez, well, he was very hoarse, which is dehydration. He didn't look himself, and not making excuses. I'm saying, yeah, you know, Taylor beat him, you know, he's got his props. And then immediately, like, he probably answered questions for like maybe 5 minutes, and then Robert was like, let's go. And then he was out of there. So, I mean, I did think, you know, I was like, is something going on? Does he still have to lose some weight? Is he, you know, dehydrated? So he just did not seem, he didn't seem himself either. But then again, like I said, not taking anything away from Taylor. I mean, I was there whenever he fought Regis and beat him, and he looks superb. So this is a good, I want to see the two. I want to see what's going to happen. I really do. Catterall is very awkward. He was, and you know what? So Catterall was there whenever he fought Ramirez, and he was saying like, then, like, I'm gonna fight Taylor and I'm gonna beat him. You know,
that was very close.
It was.
A lot of people have it, you know, that he won, so that's why this rematch needs to happen. So between him.
So the Goat Mario piece says Regis is meh.
I don't think he's meh. I don't think
he's not pretty. He's not a pretty fighter, but he's very strong and very tough. Like, 2 of my sons have fought him in the amateurs, and he's fucking strong as shit. And like he said in the interview, he's like, whenever I get in the ring with somebody, I want to hurt them. Yeah. And that's the mentality that you need. I don't think he's meh. I think he's improved so much.
Yeah.
He's polished. He's become a little bit more polished. I don't think he's meh at all.
But as your goal is to knock the person out. Your goal is to hurt them because that's your job.
Exactly.
So, like, the way he goes into his fights, like, it's there. But I think right now, with he's got that extra boost of confidence, I think it's going to be just a whole different Regis from now on.
I think so.
No,
he's back on top.
No, I was gonna say something about. I was gonna segue myself in there. So I want to ask, like, how do you feel about, because, you know, he was on Twitter. Regis was on Twitter today, and he posted that he didn't get, like, the check bounce for the payment that he got for the fight. You know, so my thing is, but supposedly I saw Conwell have the same issue, but then I saw, like, after they tweeted that, like, maybe 10 minutes later, they tweeted that they Conwell's team said that the payment went through. Yeah. I don't know if Regis is cleared up or not, but what do you think about, like, boxers coming to social media to, like, post things like that and not give the, like, I don't really know if they didn't give time. Like, they probably got the email, and then the first thing they did was go on Twitter.
He fought Saturday. He deposited on Monday, right?
Yeah.
Right.
And I think he said he got the emails today. But what do you think about boxers posting information like that online? Because they didn't even give them a whole day, I guess. To get that stuff
Esme,
done.
I'm gonna let you go first, and then I'll go.
I don't know. I feel like it's good and bad. Like, it's not professional, but at the same time, you're going to be heard, and then, you know, obviously all the fans start talking about it. So, like, there's good and bad to it. Personally, I just keep my mouth shut and be like, where's my damn money? And if I have to ask more than once, then obviously I'll probably take it.
Yeah, you know, so what I was thinking was, okay, would I go on social media immediately like that? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think that I would. But then again, also, you know, we see what the fighters go through. I mean, they train so freaking hard. They go in there, they get into wars. I mean, they could possibly be taken out on a stretcher. There's so many fighters that have been killed, you know, that die in the ring or outside of the ring days later. So I get it. You know, one of my sons, you know, we fought on a card and he didn't get his money and he was freaking pissed off, and I was pissed off too. And so I get it. I get the emotion. I get the passion about not getting paid, because you know what? They did their job. Now the promotion has to do their job. But then again, I also see you put in a lump sum of money in the bank, and somebody goes to cash this big ass check. I mean, I know you put in a big check, you might get part here and part there. It doesn't all clear at one time. So maybe he jumped the gun. Maybe. It's Wednesday. Has he said anything about, you know what, I got my money now?
That's why I didn't check online recently to see if he posted anything to say, because I saw Marv Nation said they had posted something into the effect like the reason why was because it was like a hole in the account because it was a new account, so it wasn't insufficient funds. And when you do have a large amount of money, they don't post. It takes sometimes they'll release some of the funds to you until they clear the check, but like a percentage of it. I'm pretty sure that's a big chunk of change he was depositing. So
but you know what? I know everybody's dwelling on
no. See, I'll wait till you finish.
But there was co-promoters for the event, so let's just say,
which people don't realize that you got the promoters on the ground.
Exactly.
Besides the big promoter, people don't get that. Yeah.
Fight TV was a partner, so it's not like
I feel like Marv Nation is getting all the heat though, right?
He's heat, but if you don't know what the hell's going on, then shut your mouth, because there was also co-promoters, and there was Fight TV was a huge part of the event. So in that case, it's like 3 people need to be blamed, not just one.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
So this comment that HLD has up here, you're right. I didn't. The question wasn't about me. I said about boxers. And if it was me, I would have definitely posted something on social media, and I definitely would have tagged them all. I would have did a video. I would have did a video. I would have did a video. It wouldn't have been a tweet. Can you hear me?
Oh, I can hear you. I was screaming.
Okay, all right. No, I would have did a video. I would have threatened people on a video and posted it. So yeah, the question wasn't about me. It was about boxers going to social media about.
And they said it was a new account, and the bank was a little suspicious. I mean, you might know Esme, because I think you probably know Marv Nation a little bit more than we do. This is pretty. This show is pretty big. Like, it's pretty new. So maybe they weren't ready for the big check. I don't know. Like, I mean, not in a negative way, but you're just like, okay, we're getting our chance. Everybody tries to make it, to the big time, and they're starting to be seen and starting to do that. So maybe they were not prepared.
Like, if anybody's gone to a Marv Nation event, like, I think they're actually, for being local, they're pretty damn organized. Like, Marvin's a really good, in my opinion, businessman, and I've seen so many, and I think he's solid. But I do think this time that now the promotion is getting bigger, that's the tricky part, because then you have people like Fight TV, you have co-promoters, you have the sponsors. So there's so much more money and people involved. And that's where, if you're not taking care of shit, like, things can get lost in translation. But I don't think it's 100% his fault though.
And I do think that they jumped the gun to taking it to social media, because it is a smaller promotion company, and it wasn't like a $100 check. So I mean,
and that was the only
give him a chance to, But
no
I'm saying that for them, but for me, I know that I would have went off too. I would have said like, y'all motherfuckers better have my money like this. Like, I definitely would have went off. I definitely would have went off. So I get it, but I'm not a professional athlete, so you kind of have to conduct yourself in a different manner. Like, you can't really jump the gun.
HLD says Regis went live saying it's all good, and Dan Raphael confirmed it was a banking issue. So,
and then he kind of put that stain on Marv Nation like that. Yeah, unwarranted. Not unwarranted, but like unnecessary, because they worked it out. Because people are always gonna remember this. Remember that time the Regis paycheck didn't go through and shit like that. It's good. It's a stain on there. They
wasn't fucking shit.
Huh?
Yeah, I didn't see.
I know he tweeted a few things. It was hilarious.
Who did?
Teofimo.
Oh my gosh, yes. So
Oof.
Tio was talking shit to Regis, and then Regis responded like, "I will hurt you badly." So, and that was going to
He
be the
will.
next thing. What are y'all's thoughts on that?
I believe Regis will hurt him. And I don't these interviews and these tweets and stuff that Teofimo's been doing, like he's delusional to me, in my opinion. He's just, I don't know what's going on with him, but the stuff that he says that is very off the wall, kind of like Illuminati type stuff. Like him and his father, when they both start speaking about stuff, they sound delusional.
It's something. It's
Yeah.
something.
And,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Esme, what are your thoughts on that?
I mean, I think you and I bonded on the fact that we were, really cheering for Teofimo at the when we first, met. And
Yeah,
I like Teofimo, but I honestly think he's a fighter that he needs to get his personal life. What is it called? His personal life. What is it?
Straighten up.
together. Yeah.
Really affecting him in his business, and I think he just needs to change his whole squad. He needs to have some people around him like, hey, don't do that. Like,
I feel
hey.
like it's the father. Like, as long as the father's in charge of everything going on over there.
But is he in charge? He's just,
well, isn't he like the head trainer for him and stuff like that? Yeah. Like, I feel like his father he don't need to do anything with him. Like, just cheer him on. That's his father just is draining his son.
In the locker room watching the fight while he's out there doing his thing.
Yeah, like he just, it feels like his dad just drains the energy out of him, and now he sounds like his dad now. Like,
and that's so sad because I've been around Tio and I've had dinner with him before, and and he was so quiet and he didn't talk the shit and everything. And I remember from the amateurs, and I'd see his dad, and that's his dad. Like, I mean, we all have dads, moms, whatever, and we don't want to put a negative connotation on our parents. But I was like, your dad doesn't have to lead, but maybe have a different place, and I want to hear your voice. I want to hear what you have to say. And then, but after, his loss, it seems like he just morphed into his father, and it's because his father's not the one in the ring. And I would think, man, you're talking all this shit, and your son's the one that has to get in there and fight, and I don't see how anybody, in my opinion, could do that to their kid, like set them up for somebody like hating them because of what I said, or what I did.
But it's all just pride and ego.
Exactly.
And like, pride can get you so far inside of that ring, because if you're not focused, or the skills, like that one wrong shot or that one mishap is just gonna fuck you over.
Yeah. Boxing for P. Jack said Teofimo has mental issues. He did an interview with Zone. He did an interview. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. He's out of his mind completely. I agree.
I agree. He's been, but yeah, I hope he's not. But he doesn't seem like he's in a healthy space. Like, mentally.
I see what you're saying. He said, but his dad got him there. Yes, his dad was part of it, besides his natural skill and his willingness to listen to his dad and his coaches, anyone else that was around. But his dad is also going to be the one that's going to get him out of there. It's like, I'm not saying get rid of his dad. Like I said, we all have parents, but everybody has a place, and you have to look for the betterment of the fighter. It's not healthy. Yes, Writing Yogi said, hit the like button, please, and subscribe to In the Room with Christine, please.
You know what though? And I see that now with the amateurs. There's those coach dads. I'm gonna call them coach dads. There's those coach dads that they know they can get them that far, but then they're like, all right, I can't take you any further, son, but I'm still on your team.
Exactly.
Let me pass you on. And then
I don't think any man had like any father in boxing. You have to be a strong man to give up the reins like that. But
Micah, there's a comment. Can you get rid of it? A comment on there. There's a comment. After the GOAT Mario P.
They can do further.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, I reported it for spam.
Okay. Yeah, it's very true. It's like I don't know. Then I've seen both sides. I've seen dads that after sparring they didn't do good. They go over there and slap the shit out of their little kids who were like little kids, talking down to them, and not being positive. And then I've seen dads that say, you know what, like you said, I can't take you any further, so now we're going to pass you over, but they're still in the picture. And I think that even as coaches, you know, and my husband and I and other coaches that I work with, we say, you know what, if we can only take you this far, then you should go here or you should do this, because it's not about us. It's not about the coaches. It's about the fighter.
Putting that side. And it's the same thing. I think you have those dads that are really trying to cheer you on. They want you to do better, but they have the ones that are living through you.
Yes.
They're
see it all the time. Living off of you and through you. Yes.
And that's Teofimo's dad.
I'm trying to remember the fighter's name. He's a young fighter. I think he got cut by Top Rank. And his father would, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes. Okay. His father has that same issue. He's living vicariously to his son, and he put his son in so much danger. Like, he did so much damage to his son physically in the ring by not stopping fights, but thinking that he can just like, no, you're gonna do this, you're not gonna stop, you know. So they gotta learn how to make that line, because you can kill your child.
Even things like, you're a boy, you don't drink water during training, or you're not getting any water till you do this or do that. You know, I see it all the time, and I'm like, fuck that. You should be drinking like a gallon at least in training. Like, you're sweating, you're getting rid of everything that you need, and men don't do this, or you don't. And I see, and I'm just like, what?
You're gonna you're gonna kill your child. Like, people pass out and die from dehydration and shit like that. Like,
absolutely,
it's the egos.
He had a rude awakening. He got
it was a brutal awakening, and his dad's ego didn't allow him to stop fights sooner than he should have. Like, he put his son through like unnecessary punishment.
It's life or death.
His ego was like
serious,
too big to not pull his, like, stop the fight for his son. Like, that's crazy.
Like, you can hear it to each other, and he's like, I don't want to. His dad's like, get your ass in there.
Uncle Tweez, this is a good
That's
point.
A very good,
This is a good freaking point. Worst thing that happened to Fimo was him beating Lomo.
Uncle Tweez, that was a good comment.
Yes, absolutely.
I believe so, because he started feeling him, like, he went through this, like, cockiness and ego after he won, and his dad was already like that. So when that happened, like, his dad and him, they just
on top of the world.
Yeah, that was. And then when he lost the fight to Cambosos, I think that was even worse, because he was even delusional in the ring. He thought, they said he lost the fight, and then he still did a fucking flip in the ring. Like, he lost. Why are you flipping? Delusional. Yeah, he's like, I'm like, wow. So
you know, there's no excuses. Like, if you get in the ring, like I said before, you get in the ring, you're ready to fight. You're gonna do what you gotta do. Did Lomo look like his normal self? Maybe not. Did he have something going on? Maybe not. You know, anybody that works with boxers or like has been around anybody knows you always have something going in. Like, you do not go unscathed getting in the ring, because your body takes so much punishment. And maybe there was something going on. And maybe that's why, you know, Teo had a lucky night. Maybe not. Maybe he outboxed him and he was just the better that night. Could he beat him today? I don't think so. I really don't.
That's why I would like to see that. I would like to see that.
Yeah, it needs to be done again.
Yeah.
Well, they're talking about Haney and Lomo right now.
He don't need to worry about that right now, right? he needs to worry about the fight that he has up now, because mentally, that is a big percent of the fights when you go in. Like, if you're not mentally there, you're already lost down, 2-3 cards. So I feel like his mental is not there. So I could see him losing.
Yeah, for sure.
I wouldn't be
That's such a
surprised if he
big
loses.
part.
I really wouldn't be surprised if he loses, because the way that he's speaking now is the same way he's like speaking before he lost the fight to Cambosis. So I don't know.
Yeah. I said he still thinks he beat Cambosis
He did,
11-2.
yeah.
That's delusional. That's very delusional. And it's sad. It's very sad. It really is. The Goat Mario P says, G Funky, yeah, it seems like that bro kid has a lot of haters. If the kids turn it around big time, the haters are gonna die inside. Teofimo got a lot of demons, hoping to see him fail. I think he's got the demons inside. Like, unfortunately, like,
yeah, those are his own personal demons.
That's his mind, conscience, and
yeah, exactly. Yeah, boxing. For P Jack, if he loses to Martin, that's Top Rank cutting him. Absolutely. And you know what? And I'm not saying that Top Rank is doing this. I'm not, but I'm just gonna say that promoters will put somebody in front of you and be like, okay, it's time for you to go, because they got to make their money back, and then they got to make plus that. So yeah, I think people like Martin, I mean, he beat Mikey Garcia. He may not have power, but he can box. He can freaking box. He's not a puncher, but he can freaking box. So, I mean, let's see what happens, with he and Teo.
Oh,
Long Live Boxing said, what would a loss do to Teofimo Jr. at this point? Anyone? Oh shit! What did I do?
No, right there.
Okay, Nike, you're control now.
I put it on the screen.
Okay. Could he come back to be a champion again?
I don't know. Not with this.
He's got to get through Martin first. And like I said, Martin is not a puncher, but he's a boxer, and he doesn't do very well with boxers. I don't know. I mean, let's see what happens. I'm very curious. I'm very, very curious. But we have like so many fights coming up, and I'm so excited. Like, I mean, December is stacked, and I think the new year is going to be stacked. But I don't want to get too far ahead of everything. ESPN has 3 good fights coming up. Fury, Chisora, and a lot of people, I mean, they're not fans of Fury. I personally am. What are y'all's feelings on Fury?
I mean, he's entertaining, and that's what boxing is, entertainment. So, whether you don't like him as a person, like, he's gonna make you want to see the fight, whether it is to see him lose or to see him win.
Exactly. Ask me, what are your thoughts on him?
Like, I'm not gonna say I'm
You're like,
he's such a nice person. He really is.
He is.
Watching him
very fan friendly.
Watching him fight, I'm like, I could watch the clips.
Okay. Yeah, Esley's not having it.
Well, maybe that matchup in particular. And that in particular, that matchup. But you know what? He's cool. Like, I think he's a cool guy, and like, I don't know, he's funny. And then we have.
He is freaking tall. Like, I just remember.
Oh my gosh, he's so tall. Yeah, he's like 3 of me. Yeah, like,
yeah.
Boop, boop, boop. He really is. And then the same night as Fury, Estrada and Chocolatito. So, I mean, we know who we're gonna watch. Who are y'all gonna watch? What fight are y'all watching?
Well, I'm gonna watch both of them. Like, nowadays, you gotta have more than one device to watch all these fights.
You gotta have an iPad.
Yeah, you got a phone, TV, and iPad. You gotta have all these gadgets to watch all these fights.
Yes. And we made our predictions. Nike and I are with Chocolatito.
Chocolatito.
Yes, and Esme has Estrada. So we'll run it back. We'll run it back and see how it goes. And then December 10th, Teo and Martin. Let's see how that goes. I want I really, I want Tio to do good in life. Like I feel for him. But I don't know. Let's see what happens, you know? And then of course we have Terrence Crawford, on the 10th, and I'm going to Omaha. Woo, I'm so excited. And then the 13th we have who in Butler, and well, I always say it wrong. I always say Inohu. So how do we pronounce it?
I don't know. I wasn't even gonna try to. No, we do have a lot of fights back there.
There are so many fights.
Yeah.
I mean,
I know it's that many.
good.
Now that you threw the list down, I was like, well.
Christmas is gonna be good, and I stopped there. Like, I mean, we can go on and on. There's so many more fights, so I'm excited. I'm super excited. I really am. There's a lot of good fights. I want to see some girl fights coming up. There's nothing really, really big. Oh, yes, there is. Shannon.
Oh yes, yeah.
Shotgun Shannon.
That's this weekend too.
Ebony Bridges.
Wow.
I thought she was.
She better load that gun.
That's your. She's on the 10th, right?
Is it the 10th or this?
December 10th.
Yeah, okay, yeah. The say, yeah, that's next weekend.
Shannon O'Connell, Shotgun Shannon, and Christy Martin gave her a great shout out.
Yeah, that was so nice, right?
Yes, absolutely. And I got my money on Shannon. You know.
Oh, of course, yeah.
Yes, exposure time for Ebony.
Please.
Exposure.
Please.
She's already, but yeah, exposure.
Like it's one of those that if it goes to the decision, I really do feel like they'd give it to Ebony.
Yeah, because that's on par with the brand and what they're trying to push,
Right.
So even if it does go to decision, I hope Shotgun at least maybe can tumble her, knock her down once, nothing crazy, but like to make her look that much better if it does.
Well, Ebony will probably be doing her interview with
both like she did before.
Yes.
She fought,
Yeah, because I mean, honestly, I don't care what she does or whatever, but I'm just not impressed with her boxing. Like I'm not
impressed if she didn't get hit that much and if she came out looking nice and
right.
clean.
Then you know what? I'll give her props.
Yeah,
I'll give her props.
I'd be like,
yeah, absolutely. So, last words. Who wants to go first?
I'll go. Everybody have a good week. I'm gonna keep it short and sweet because if I was drinking, it would have went a whole nother way. But so I'm gonna be good tonight. So yeah, thanks everybody.
I'm gonna say something a little bit.
No, I'm not even gonna say anything because I said I wasn't going to.
Wait, what are you talking about?
Yeah, nothing. That's how I was drinking water.
Provoke.
Let me drink water.
Do not provoke.
Let me drink water. So yeah, thanks for everybody tuning in this week. We have one more month for the year, so everybody stay safe because this is robbing season. People are getting robbed left and right. So everybody stay safe for the holidays.
Absolutely.
We'll see you next week, and
absolutely.
That's
Ask me what you got,
short
girl.
and sweet.
So, been following me on social media, I have this glove it's from Rival. This is an autograph glove, but it feels like a real one. It's freaking amazing. But the whole Bandera Roja team signed it, which is David Benavides Sr., Rayo, and Diego Pacheco signed it. And it's $20 for the raffle ticket. It ends on Friday. It's to get the Compton boxing team to nationals in Texas, right, Christine? So if you guys donate for anything, that would be amazing.
El Paso, yes. Absolutely. So everybody visit her site. Let's help these kids fulfill their dreams. I will say quickly, back in the day, 2007 and before, when I was trying to take people to nationals, I mean, we didn't have the money. We had to do fundraisers or we wouldn't go. And there's so many champs out there that never get to the nationals because they don't have the money. So let's support our local fighters, support these kids that are trying to do something and not be in the streets or not, doing other things. I mean, let's do it. Why not?
It got me thinking, I'm always around pros. So I'm just going to, from now on, I don't care. I'm going to ask for the autographs. I'm going to have them sign pictures I've taken.
Absolutely.
And do those raffles.
And raffle them off.
To help different teams and different, kids just get to nationals. Anything helps, really. So it's like, if any of you guys just want to do that, anything helps. Just a donation, doesn't have to enter the raffle, whatever you guys like, but we're here for that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I want to say, there's so many people on different platforms, that call themselves, media or boxing experts, and they're on all the different platforms. The people that are not attacking others, and that are being neutral or lifting, those are the ones that you need to follow, because those are the ones that are actually going to the fights. Those are the ones that actually can get credentials, that actually have good rapport with fighters and people. But people that are bashing, they're never going to get into the fights. They're never going to get the interviews that they want. It is what it is. And so you know who to take serious and who not. Obviously, if somebody attacks us, we're going to attack back.
Yeah.
There's
But,
three.
You know I will.
but right. But to go, talk about promotional companies and fighters and belittle them, they have no clue. I promise you, 90% of those people have never, ever, ever, ever walked into a gym and don't know shit. They just like to argue. So that's what I want to say. And then on a positive note, at my gym, we are collecting toys for the less fortunate. So if you're in Garland, Texas, Dallas, Texas, come by, drop off some toys, and make somebody's day happy on Christmas. That's what it's about. So I love you all, and please support Esme's cause and anything that Nika does, and myself. And we love to love you. Thanks so much for tuning in. We appreciate you.
Bye.
Bye.
Are we still on?